family, meet my daughter Sky. Streams of congratulations have been pouring in since the announcement. Dancehall DJ Shensia in her reaction to the post wrote, "Nice to meet her legs and hands. Yeah, go on till me post her face." Many persons have been sending messages of congratulations to Ramesh. And funny enough, whereas this should have quelled any notion that Shensia and Ramesh were together, it didn't. One social media user asked if Ramesh and Shensia really go get a surrogate to carry the baby. Anyways, say people no rest. In the same breath, we want to say congratulations, Ramesh. Welcome to being a girl dad. So you have a girl, you have a boy, the thing balance now.
So dancehall superstar Popcorn ended up in trouble on Sunday for being, of course, unruly on the road. The unruly boss was apprehended and charged after allegedly being involved in a careless driving incident in St. Thomas. According to the report from the St. Thomas police, sometime after 1 p.m., they intercepted Poppy and his entourage who were gallivanting along River Road in the community of Bath. The entertainer was found to be in violation of several of the Road Traffic Act, including driving an unlicensed motorcycle, driving without insurance coverage, having no valid certification of fitness, having no registration plate, driving without a helmet, driving with no side mirror, and last but not least, he also failed to produce a valid driver's license. He's set to appear before the Yallas Traffic Court on June 3rd to answer to all 6 charges. Swear so now go pan big apps don't, dummies, he tweeted. Popcorn, known to be very unruly, teased the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force shortly after 2 p.m. on Monday on Twitter with 2 laughing emojis. In a rant, though, few minutes later he tweeted, "I not even feel like keep unruly Fessa St. Thomas again. Why am I being targeted by St. Thomas police? In every move I make, me really tired of Uno. Uno just gonna make me breathe St. Thomas for my own good. Hope my people will see things from my side. Peace and love," he wrote. He then took to Instagram where he added, "Give man few traffic tickets and I try use it make news. Weirdos. Hope when I get promotion." Fans on social media had mixed reactions throughout the whole ordeal. Some stated that it's the law and he must be held accountable for his actions, while others just basically say, "Oh, them a fight get a youths." So I wanna really think, who do you think took social media this week?
While that's for another conversation, check it before you click it, because once you hit send, you may be a social media high or low.
And that's your social media highs and lows. Catch us next Wednesday for What's Buzzing.
I'm Shanice.
And I'm Tris. Bye!
Bye!
All right. Thank you there, Tristan Wilson and Shanice Williams with our social media highs and lows.
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Tile Arcade, Seaview Drive, Lucy. We stock toilets, basins, granite countertops, porcelain, tin set, grout, doors, faucets, shower enclosures, glass, blocks, and so much more. Call us 810-9069, WhatsApp 807-8840. The time by Tile Arcade is...
It is 8:48, and before we go any further, we're going to give this announcement once again. This is an important network advisory from Digicel. Digicel is aware that some mobile customers in sections of Manchester, St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, and Hanover are unable to make calls or use data services. Digicel apologizes for the inconvenience and assures affected customers that their engineers are working to restore services within the shortest possible time. That was an important network update from Digicel. All right. I see. It looked like my friend Jazz Elise. That's it. Is it Jazz Elise?
Right. So at this point, we're getting ready to talk with Jazz Elise. So, we week after week, we provide a platform where we have, conversations and discussions. And tonight, we want to just look at the rise of young females, success, struggles, and more with Jazz Elise. Jazz, welcome to the EBUZZ. No stranger.
Jazz, how you doing, girl? You good? You good? Jazz, why am I not hear you? I hear dance.
I see that you're gesticulating, you're talking, but we're not hearing.
I want to see if our internet is up and strong. Can you hear us now, Jazz? I'm hearing a little pop there. Let's hope. That internet signal looks like it's weak. We're seeing you, Jazz, but we can't hear you. Can you hear us now?
Okay.
There we go.
Yes, we're hearing you now.
Hi, Jazzy. How you doing?
Hi, I'm good. I am here and I'm just happy to be talking with people.
All right. Well, it's good to have you back. I know last time we talked with you, you've been on as a music artist.
Yep.
And it's always great to have ongoing conversation and check the progress. And through social media, we see all the exciting new things that you're doing. as we look at this conversation tonight, just look at, young females in the business talking about the struggles, the success, and, the challenges. There is this narrative that the struggles for female in the music business is very different from that of their male counterparts. What has been your reality?
I think we lost Jazz again. Are you there, Jazz? Yeah, there is a internet.
Hello?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, man, we're hearing you. Did you happen to hear the question?
No?
You heard the question?
No.
All right, Kish, you have to repeat.
Okay. So I was saying, as we begin our conversation, just to look at struggles and challenges and the success of young women in the industry, there's actually a narrative that the struggles for females in the music is very different from their male counterparts. But what has been your reality?
That's an interesting question. And I always have a trouble answering it because I think I have a unique experience in music so far,
Yes.
just being a part of indie and kind of coming up with women. Like, right? So I started music seeing Coffee and then like Leela and Sev and Naomi and all the other females in it right now. Those are just the women I see. And then listening to music as a child growing up, like I grew up listening to Etana and Queen Ifrica and Elaine and those women from Jamaica. So for me, it's always felt like women were in the industry and they were just present, Tanya Stevens and doing them thing. You know what I mean? So maybe I was just focusing on the women, and it never looked impossible. It never looked hard. It never looked like music was not for women. And in the dance hall now, you see Spice, you see Lady Saw, Macadam, and those. I just grew up seeing a bag of woman taking charge of stage show and doing them things. So I always felt like women were rough and tough in music. But my experience so far really has been one surrounded by a lot of strong women who seem to be like lifting up each other. We're all kind of holding up each other and doing this journey, so it doesn't feel maybe how some other women felt it back in the day, where, or even now, that don't have certain kind of support and thing around them, where just a bag of man and them feel like they're lost. You know what I mean? In a sea of male artists. I haven't experienced that yet. Right now, I just do my thing and I give thanks for the support. And boy, if anybody out there give me a fight, you waste your time.
Well, if you don't feel the fight, that's a good thing. That means they're not trouble you. But over the years, we observe that females come with a certain style as it regards to their way of performing, the type of music they put out, the dressing, and so on. Do you think that pressure is applied to female entertainers to do these things in order to be successful in the business?
You mean like for wear particular clothes?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I think obviously them see woman, them see shape, them expect that perhaps you are pressured to do certain things or wear certain clothes. For me now, me really just wear what me want to wear. Honest to God, you might see me in baggy clothes today, and you might see me in a because cute dress tomorrow, and it's just because of how I feel. I just wear what I want. I wear what my mood telling me to do. Some days I wear big jeans.
Yes.
Some days I wear a crop top. To me, clothes is just clothes.
You kind of alluded to it earlier on, just being around strong females and the core group now, Savannah, Leela Ike, Naomi Cowan, like that's basically your core group. And on the outside looking in, we see the support, whether it's your album or EP that is being promoted, everybody rally around you and we see that sort of support. How significant is it for females to stand together in unity as opposed to competing for a top spot per se?
To me, it's a waste of time to compete for a top spot because you just kill every opportunity that there is for just you to survive and thrive as an artist by thinking that there is only a top spot. We see Popcorn, we see Cartel, we see Idonia, we see Govey, we see Taurus Riley, Chronix, Protege. There are so many men who have their own space and do their own thing.
Right.
And I mean, woman for just move for hold own space. So me now watch a soul in terms of like where they are. Like, you know, yeah, man, me have to reach this because I have to pass she or whatever. No, my thing is just me for no say. Music I provide for me and my family, and however far that me must get, I just that's what me I work towards. And I think the mindset of everybody now,
Yeah.
as I can speak for myself, is iron sharpen iron. I don't want their own a lazy artist.
Granted.
Artists where
Yes.
do the best out of nothing. I love when we can look at an artist and say, ratted. I need to really step up my game and sharpen up myself. You know what I mean? It just make you better and it make the culture nicer when you see 6, 7, 20 women were just tough.
You know, Charlie, I just love the way you said ratted a while ago. I just said it was so, yeah, you know, but let me ask you a question. The EP coming out, The Golden Hour.
The Golden Hour.
Tell us a little bit about it in terms of collaborations, how many tracks, who are some of the musicians and producers you worked with? Give us all the news on The Golden Hour now.
The Golden Hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, so The Golden Hour is my debut EP. It was released in March, early March, and it has 7 tracks, 7 songs.
Yes.
A song for every day of the week.
Nice.
I like to say, yeah, man. And I need to have After 3, which is featuring Mortimer.
Nice.
And I have Fresh and Clean featuring Governor.
Nice.
Those are the 2 features on the project, and it's really I know because of my project when I say this, but it's really some beautiful songs. It's really some dope songs. Some songs that I think if you listen to it, you're not gonna feel something. You're gonna feel something. And I just I've been so grateful for the producers working on it. JLL produced three songs of the 7: Radio, Fresh and Clean, and Breathe. Ayatosh produced After 3 as well as Breathe with myself. I produced that song with JLL and Ayatosh. And Zaya produced a song on the project. Izzy produced the opening track, Elevated.
Right.
Natural High produced Good Over Evil. I really can't. Everybody when we didn't want to work with, I got to work with them on this project, and with all young producers, and then you have like Izzy now, which is a more established producer. All of these producers have done amazing things and amazing songs, and I'm just happy that I got to work with them.
Awesome. We can see you oozing with passion when you speak about this production of yours.
Golden Hour. Yeah.
Talk to us about the creation process and how instrumental you were in that creative process.
It was the most beautiful and intensive process that I've ever been involved in, just from beginning to maturation. I can say not end. Maturation, and it's just the process of finding the songs. So some of them, for example, I was in my room in a very down place like Breathe, and then I took up my guitar and I just started singing to myself, and that is the entire song. That is Breathe. One track of me just freestyling the song and bringing it to JLL, right, and saying, John, we have a song, I don't know if it's a song, but it's a feeling, and it made me ball here. Listen, and it was like, yo, this is beautiful jazz, but make we do something, man. You know, and then you have a Fresh and Clean that's been around for a little while, but was re-energized with Govey, and it's just that extra touch of Govey's vocal.
Yes, yeah.
You know, and even After 3, for example, produced by Ayatosh, I played a rhythm for me one day, and I was just like, what is this? What is this song?
Right.
I don't know what this song is, but I love it. And then it inspired the song, and I wrote the verse and the chorus, and I brought it to Mortimer. Voice noting, I'm going to say, oh, listen this. I can hear you upon it, I love it, tell me what you think. And the man just into it from the beginning. And then just that process of naturally finding these songs and just being connected to it and using my real life. I tell people, say, if you want to get to know me, just listen
to your songs.
Hey, Jazz, one of the things, let me ask you, Jazz, because you, when I look at the core ladies that you hang with, who is your support base, these are ladies who are extremely performance woman. I mean, they get on stage and they rip it. COVID has been a detriment in terms of live shows. The online is there and people are performing online. But I mean, tell us how you've been adjusting with the COVID and especially not having a live audience to respond to the great performances like yourself. How have you been managing?
It rough. No man, it rough. Yeah. With a life, I come here and tell you say I'm fine, it's great, everything is okay. It's rough and the only thing that doesn't make me take it so personal is the fact that all of we are going through it. Every single artist right now, there's just a collective of us in this in the Jamaican music industry that's really feeling not being able to perform, and it's so hard because I'm a person who just love stage show.
Me know.
Me love music. Me just love fun, and when you know what I mean, me love the excitement and people and crowd and that connection, and it's just necessary for me to feel alive in that way there. And so not having it right now is really a test of patience on myself. And I just know say when COVID goes away and stage show come back, every artist will come up on the other side with them mental intact and will just be 10 times better artists than they were before, because it really has something to all of it right now.
Speaking about being 10 times a better artist than you were before, we see through your social media platform that you have been sharing your dance rehearsals. So for persons who didn't know that Jazz Elise can bust a move, no, we see
didn't know that.
Talk to us about this side of Jazz Elise, because looking at you, I get the sense that, okay, this is her perhaps working on becoming the comprehensive artist, sing and dance and having your dancers. What's the overall thinking?
Honestly, we just enjoy doing these art forms. As an artist, you know, I can't tell you if I have 50 dancers behind me or 3 dancers beside me or 20. I don't know what it is, but I just enjoy anything with once music play, and I get to learn new things, and all of the dance moves I'm doing, I don't come up with none of them. It's a choreographer, the Inspire is a dope choreographer and dancer who has been teaching me all the routines and stuff, and I just love learning things. I take up my guitar, can't play it, and a year and a half later today, I play the guitar now. I have a little thing where I can do it just because I love learning new things. Everything I have to do it with music and dance, and I just think it's a part of performance. You know what I mean? I don't have to be the biggest dancer, but it's so much fun for me to just try new things and just give people.
It's so much fun to have you on the EBUZZ also. I must tell you though, Jazz, before you go, we want to find out, just give us your social media handles, people who can reach out to you, and tell us if you have anything happening.
And how we can access Golden Hour.
Yeah.
Okay, so first, my social is Jazz Elise, JAZELISE, on Instagram and Facebook, and on Twitter, it's Jazz Elise, JA.
Right.
And you can find the Golden Hour everywhere. It's on YouTube, Spotify, where they're out there now. Apple Music,
yes.
Tidal, Amazon Music. I think I don't know if I leave out any streaming platform, but it's on all major streaming platforms. The Golden Hour.
Well, Jazz Elise,
Jazz, we wish you all the best. Keep doing it.
Keep dancing,
shining,
baby. Keep shaking that groove thing.
Continue being awesome, man.
Very proud of you. Keep it up.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Enough love and respect. Yes.
All right.
Blessings to everybody. One love.
All right. Guess what? Speaking of streaming, a lot of people like to stream their movies. So we are now going to At the Movies with Maisha Brody. Here we go.
Lights, camera, action. Hey movie lovers, welcome to At the Movies. I'm Maisha Brody. Imagine all your favorite local comedians coming together to make you laugh. Wouldn't that be great? Well, you don't have to imagine, because this summer, a reality series based on pranksters and comedians from various communities in Jamaica will hit the big screens. The series, called 876 Roommates, will feature 30-minute episodes of comedians as they will be asked to perform various competitive challenges while contending for the grand prize of $1 million. The challenges will be conducted in different scenic locations across the country. The series, which will air on CVM television, will also highlight the beauty of the island's most prominent landmarks. Among the comedians slated to appear on the show are Dino Crazy, World Dog, and Valamore. Trust me, with such a cast, we are definitely in for a sunny and funny summer. Still on the movie scene, Oscars ratings have crashed to an all-time low and viewership fell under 10 million for the first time ever. According to Deadline, Sunday night's 93rd Academy Awards were watched by a mere 9.85 million with a dismal rating of 1.9 among the 18 to 49 demographic. That is an all-time low for Hollywood's biggest night by a huge margin. In fact, it is a drop of over 58% in terms of audience from what the previous low of the 2020 Oscars snared on February 9 last year. In terms of the key demo, the 2021 Oscars is down a crushing 64.2% in the earlier ratings from the 2020 Oscars. It's now time for this week's top 5 movies. At number 5, we have Boss Level. At number 4 this week is The Marksman. Godzilla vs. Kong takes the number 3 spot. At number 2, we have The Vault. And in the number 1 spot this week is Nobody. If you love great movies and series, go ahead and add these to your watch list. That's a wrap. Join us again next week for more exciting movie news. For At the Movies, I'm Maisha Brody.
Yeah, thank you very much,
right,
Maisha
thank
Brody,
you there,
with
Maisha.
At the Movies. And of course,
Any movies that you're interested in, Bones? Did you hear anything you're interested in?
darling, there's so many movies. I like the series The Crown. Yes, I do like.
It's good to know that you're watching something. I know you said that you're not big too much on movies and stuff.
One episode I watch from The Crown. I done it, so pop off. All right, so guess what? We'll be right back after this message.
The time brought to you by IRI FM is...
It is 8 minutes after 9. And that's in the PM right here, Roots Rocking Reggae Radio IRI FM. And every week we provide a platform for new and upcoming talent. And of course, this week we have a brother by the name of David, I hope I got it right, Cairol. Bonjour, bonsoir. Comment allez-vous, monsieur? Monsieur, comment allez-vous?
David, welcome.
Me know French fries. I'm going to give the girl a French kiss from time to time. That's the only French you know.
You know the best. You know the best.
How are you, sir? Good to have you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure for me. Thanks for having me. I'm good.
Tell us a little bit about David Carrol in terms of how did you get into this business? You're from France, man. What are you doing reggae music? How did that work out?
Well, I think that the first time I just heard about reggae, it was when I was 14.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go on a school trip with my friends in England.
Yeah.
And one of my friends had to give me back a tape of Lenny Kravitz. But he did a mistake and he gave me back another tape. It was Legend from Bob Marley.
Good mistake.
Yeah, good mistake. The best mistake I had.
Ever, monsieur. Ever. Yes. Si. Oui. No, sorry. Oui. Not si. Oui.
So it was amazing for me because it was like a real blast, when I heard that music. And, the vibe and the message hit me so strong that, it changed my life forever. And then after that, I tried to discover all the tracks that he did, the albums, and then I get deeper in reggae music, discovering Gregory Isaac, Gladiators, Meditations, a lot of them, and ska, rocksteady, all the Jamaican culture and music. So it was amazing for me to discover that culture, and I fell in love with reggae and with Jamaica as well. You know.
Can you remember your first time that you visited Jamaica, and what was that experience like for you?
Yes, for me it was like a dream because I wanted to go in Jamaica since a long time. And then the first time I came, it was in 2017, November. And I came in Jamaica with my backpack, you know. I didn't expect anything to do, but just discover and feel the vibe over there. And well, it was amazing because the first time I came in Kingston, I went to the Alliance Française. You know Alliance Française, sir? You know, you speak French a little bit.
No, I didn't say I was fluent, brother. I did not say I was fluent, but I know French fries.
He knows French fries.
And of course, and I know French toast. That's about. But one of the questions I wanted to ask you, David, how do the people in Paris or in France kind of respond to you doing reggae music? It must be a strange thing for them because you're a popular guy over there in France. What do they say to you? Like, what are you doing, monsieur? Well, I do not understand. What are you doing? I don't understand. You know. What do they say? What do they say to you?
Well, what do they say? Reggae music is very popular in France.
I know this. Yes.
We have a lot of festivals. We have a lot of.
But a Frenchman doing the reggae. Doing the reggae.
I understand the question.
Yeah.
But I never had critics about that. Because there's a lot of reggae artists over there. So it was not strange for the people. Even in Europe, it's the same. Even if you can be white or yellow or green or whatever.
Yes.
To do reggae, and it's international, so it's very
nice.
strong here. So the people were not surprised because I was so much in love with that music and that culture that it was like it was normal for me.
Also, no problem. No?
Yeah. You're currently promoting a collaborative effort, Building Bridges. Talk to us about that song and the story behind that collaboration.
All right. So it was in 2019.
Yeah.
I came back in Jamaica to record my album, and so I was working with Sam Clayton Jr. I don't know if you know him, and Steven Stewart, two producers from Jamaica.
Yes, I know them.
Frenchman that produced Chronix.
Ironic Frenchman, eh? Why may I tell you? All right. He's a Frenchman. Yes. Yes. I know Frenchman too, yes.
All right.
Yes.
So I've been there. So I was there, and I was in a dub club,
Right.
on a Sunday evening, and one of my friends in Jamaica introduced me to Brice Lefort from Aswan that was there. So it was like, I was very surprised to see him over there. He was
founder of Aswad, yeah? Founder of Aswad.
Founder of Aswad.
Yeah, man.
From the first album, he has a song called Rebels. I'm a rebel soul.
Yeah. Chant a psalm a day. Big tune them. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I love it. No, this one was Steel Pulse, the one you mentioned.
Right. Sorry, yes.
Yeah.
Aswad, my bad.
So but he was shooting a video with Steel Pulse during that journey, that journey, and so we met, and
Right.
He came to the place I was staying in Kingston, and so we became real friends, and we were hanging out in the city and going to dance halls and everything, and so it was natural for me. I was recording my album. I invited him to sing on one of my songs that I wrote for that album. And he told me about another singer from Jamaica, Var, from Inna the Yard and from Pentatouch Movement.
Right.
And I met Var during my first, during my first journey in Jamaica. So it was natural as well to come together and yeah, sing this song together and building bridges. Yes, the message was there. It was about building bridges between faces, colors, countries, and no boundaries. And in these times we need that too. So yeah, that was the message we wanted.
I'll tell you something, David. What we would love for you to do right now is we want you to introduce building bridges to the world. We're going to play it here in Jamaica, but you're going to introduce it. But I'd love for you to introduce it in Jamaican and in French.
Okay.
Is that all right? Is that all right? All right. So, David, you do it. You do it the right way. But you know what? Do it in French first. So when the Jamaican part comes, you say, oh, that him say. All right, so.
Bonsoir à tous, c'est David Carrol. Vous allez découvrir en live sur IRFM pour une première internationale, Building Bridges.
Jamaican now.
Now I'm going to do it in English.
Yes.
Yes. So this is David Carrol.
What a wicked internet, man. Just cut out when the man sing the Spanish, the Jamaican part. All right. David, you have to go sing.
Again, your audio just went out.
Your audio went out, so you have to...
Sorry.
All right, repeat the English part again. We heard the French.
All right.
Yeah.
Greetings to all. This is David Carrol, live and direct from France on IRFM. I want to introduce my new song, Building Bridges. Yes, we're building bridges of seas and valleys. Let's do it again.
Merci, Seigneur. Merci.
Seas and valleys, building bridges. IRFM. Here and right now, we gotta come along and feel it. So we're building bridges. We're building bridges. Here and right now, we gotta come along, yeah. Suffering for so many years, they tried to keep us down, trying to find the pleasure in life, but no joy can be found. Persecuted and mistreated, like a boxer, they knock me down, but I'll keep fighting. Oh, so many have cried in vain, but at the break of dawn, there comes a brand new day, and finally, love will pave the way. Say we're building bridges over seas and valleys. We're building bridges here and right now. We gotta come along, yo. I build a bridge for you so I can get to you. Connecting time and ages and people with different faces. We don't want no division. We don't want no separation. No. Remember, love is the mission. So I build a bridge. Say we're building bridges.
Wow, David.
No,
you know, earlier on in the interview, you told us that a friend had given you a Bob Marley Legend album.
By mistake.
Who would you say are some of your other musical influences?
There's a lot. I've been listening to a lot of soul music as well, and blues and jazz, and of course in reggae music, there are a lot of influences from, I would say, maybe Gladiators were one of them, and the new generation as well. It's not influences, but I love also the new generation like Chronix, Protege, this kind of
Nice.
musicians. I really love that music, roots music. It's all about roots music and roots music with a message, and with a deep meaning when you sing and to involve your soul. So there was so much in Jamaica. Still Pulse was a part of them as well in England.
Yes.
And, Aswad.
Yeah.
I don't have
You know, I'm just very honored that I was able to meet those two groups. I mean, Steel Pulse and Aswa. They are just amazing. And but you know what I wanted to find out from you, David? If somebody should ask you, tell them.
It's a great question. I would say this is reggae music, roots reggae music, but with hints of modern music, because you know the way you treat the sound and the way you mix it, and influences from hip hop and soul are all of course in that, because this is the same family of music, and Jamaica of course, because hip hop will never exist without reggae. So this is a mix of that, reggae music, soul, and hip hop. You thought real roots reggae.
You thought that was a great question, but you gave an even better answer. Respect for that.
Apart from building bridges, what else are you currently promoting, and how can we access your material?
So I'm promoting an upcoming album that will be out on September this year. And I've been working with so much great musicians on this one, like Sly Dunbar.
Legend, legend. Big up Sly, yeah, man.
Yeah, a lot of them, you know. And also with the new generation, I've got a mix of the musicians playing with Chronix, Protogen, Daniel Marley as well on this one. So
right.
I'm working on this one, and I just have a new single coming called Music. It's a song that I recorded live at Khago Studios. And there will be also a duet that I did with Julie Mowat.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Julie Mowat, we met.
Yeah, I know the excitement for Judy Mowat. It just paused it. Yeah, we couldn't hear you, so you have to repeat that from us, David. We didn't hear you. You cut out a bit a while ago.
You're pretty connected though, from the likes of Stephen Stanley, Sly Dunbar, Judy Mowat,
big connections,
Damian Marley. These connections are solid. Did your connections come through your research, or was it once you're in Jamaica then you actually made these links?
The thing is that the first time I came in Jamaica, I didn't do a lot of links, but some people knew me because I did a lot of songwriting workshop in the school.
Right.
I was teaching the children, to write song with me in French. So I met a lot of people at that time. And when I came back in France, I met a Jamaican producer, Clayton Jr., who was living in France with his wife.
Right.
So we met, and he said to me, I would love to produce your album.
Nice.
So we came back in Jamaica together, and he introduced me to those legends. And this is the main part of it. And the new generation, I met them with Matthew Bust, who produced Staking Street for Chronix, and many of them as well.
Nice.
And so this is all of them introduced me to these singers and musicians.
All right, David, we're blessed to have you. David, we're getting the rap signal. I want you to tell us how we can reach you on social media. People who want to get in touch with you, they hear your music, Building Bridges and others, and they would want to get in touch with you. How can they get to you?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, you can find me on Instagram, on Facebook, all social media. David Carrol, so DavidCairol. So the website is the same, davidcarrol.com. And you can find me on all streaming platforms, everything, Spotify and
David, thank you so much, David, for talking to us tonight. And of course,
we wish you all the best.
All the best. And we say, Vive les Français! Blessings, David. Respect. You hear?
Right, David Carrol, thank you so much. Our music artist this week.
Yeah, and of course, when you're on stage and great performances, you got to make sure your fashion is straight. So we are now going to Fashion Forward
with Shamara Preston and
That's
DJ
right.
Lollipop.
Not bad. Find the paper.
Catch 'em on. Them a go no. Good
thing then.
It's Fashion Forward, a weekly look into what's popping,
What's hot and what's not.
hip and trendy. It's the space for all things fashion. This week, we're giving you the 411 on how to rock your second pair of eyes, your glasses. Glasses are in and trending. At the end of this, we'll have you looking like a fashionista while wearing your frames.
You know, most people don't need glasses. Them just wear it to look smart.
Like you?
Could say.
So how did you choose your frame?
You know, one day me dey downtown and see a man a sell some glasses and I'm say how much fun are them, and him say $2 and I just grab one of them.
Anyway, the first thing you need to do is determine the shape of your face. This will make a huge difference on the frame you choose. Do this by pulling your hair away from your face and looking directly into a mirror.
Well, you have some people with some huge head with some small glasses. I mean, how does that work?
Well, let's hear from the expert. Should you choose a frame based on the shape of your face? We put this question to Deandra Morrison, Managing Director at Frames Are Eyewear.
The face shape does have to do with how you choose your glasses, but it's not necessarily something that you have to stick to. I also always advise customers to choose what they feel comfortable in, what fit them, but there are guidelines to how certain frames will fit your face depending on the shape. So for instance, a square shape base would be very suitable for round or oval frames. Something that will soften the square shape features. A round shape base looks better in rectangular frames. The sharpness of the rectangular frames oftentimes brings some type of dimension to soft features. The third one is the hard face. This is the most versatile shaped face. It can pretty much fit into any frame, but works best with cat eye frames or what they call wayfarer frames. In the end, I feel like if you see a frame and you like it, then you should totally get it.
I just see a frame and I just rock it.
Well, you're rocking it fine. She also said bold frames and colors are in. It depends on the person that will be wearing the frames. You can choose a frame based on the color, but it's totally up to you.
Eyewear trends are now cat eye, bold frames, bold colors, which I absolutely love. Bold, different and colorful. And I really, really think that it all depends on you. If you're not a bold person, then stick to what you love. Trends do fade in and out, and you can always stick to classic colors and classic shapes as well.
Miss Morrison is encouraging persons to know what their prescription is like and what it can hold, because this will determine the type of frames they can get.
Again, if you love something and you feel like it fits you, you should definitely go for it. I would also encourage persons to know what their prescription is like and what their prescription can hold in, because that does also contribute to the frame that you get.
That's Deandra Morrison, Managing Director at Frames RX Eyewear. Follow her and check them out on Instagram at FramesRX_.
Well, my frames were not prescribed, you know. They were just suggested. So, or should I say select?
Well, these are definitely great tips. That's it for Fashion Forward this week. I'm Shamara.
And I'm DJ Lollipop, the party fanatic.
See you next week.
Thank you very much. That was Shamar Preston and DJ Lollipop with Fashion Forward. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
The time brought to you by IRI FM is...
It's 9:28, and if you're just joining us, it is the EBUZZ. And, of course, right now we're going to be talking to an artist who has been around for a minute now, and, of course, we ain't heard from him in a while. So, Khago is with us. Khago, what you say? What you say, brother? You good? Yeah, man, we're hearing you. Can you hear us?
Loud and clear.
The Zoom, you kind of look blurry still, but we are see you still. Not too strong.
Okay, well, the good thing is we're hearing you clearly for now, so we're just going to jump right into it. Now, Khago, the pandemic has basically changed the way how some people do things. Has COVID impacted the way how you produce your music and operate in your daily life? What's your experience?
For the better?
Yeah, for the better.
How so? But
listen to like COVID now. COVID make people start to think.
but you said it make your thing better, meaning that you're always home. Were you always home before COVID or since COVID you just stay home?
No, before COVID, it's not the road first.
All right, so how it make it better then? COVID, how it make it even better then?
Like people home now, and people not just around down the height and stuff. I see what else I'm going in the world now. Now that we're home and we not have no party to go. Not really see what else interesting about out there. So now people start pay attention back to home.
How have you been overall? How do you balance being an artist and we understand now, say you're a farmer? You're not so clear. I don't know if you have on a mask, we can't see you so well. But we want to be able to hear you clearly. There you go. All right, Carl. Couldn't see you, man. I wonder if I dopey me and talk to. All right, so we see you now. How have you been? How do you balance being an artist and a farmer? Can we understand that you're a farmer now?
It's not a farmer now. Farming is the first job, you know.
Really?
I grew up in a farming community. I don't have credit that I'm doing now.
Okay. What do you farm?
We farm everything, man. Everything we don't farm is food,
We can't farm food. Like
no, other than yam, because I see you on the social media showing off your yams for days.
Me no know.
Do you share with the community what did you do with all those yams that you have, and what else can we find on your farm?
You say one part of the house full of fowl, that's true? At that beer. Second floor of your house, full of fowl. So I lay in fowl them so you collect egg a man in time.
No, white fowl, man. White fowl is for this couple of kilometers. That means that COVID power back to people chicken.
All right. We love that. We want to find out in terms of the music, what is the latest project for Khago? What is Khago promoting now?
One of them just break out. So I don't really have much to say about me. I promote and I promote, but I always make me like a EP them and make an album them. And I put them out. Sometimes one or two of them with the billboard and nobody don't look for it the same way and they say, wow. But this time, I forward back in Jamaica now with the family and I just said, just I put a next to the EP together. You understand? And just I put it out there with love, you know? And then I whisper, get younger, so I don't force nothing, understand?
Yeah.
Just go and draw closer to my God and just go and enjoy the gift called music, understand? Because one day, I remember before me to dance along with a friend of mine, I did a struggle because I was like 12 years can't even get inside of a studio, understand? And outside blues, you just can just send a song to me and that's it. So, we send the next one out not to go to hold it down and roll it back.
Tell us about the EP, Khago. The EP that you have now. Tell us a little bit about it in terms of how many tracks. Do you have any collaborations, any producers or musicians you'd like to mention?
Like 2008, I produced an album, and I used Rita and Kate Burbank. Outside I represent from Frankfurt. And that's the album I did to Billboard. I had it getting a code for the producer, technical, my parents. They use over Irish to produce, and that's something I watch. So,
speaking of.
Yeah, I wish we could hear. Khago, one of the things, I really just wish we could hear you clearer. You sound quite muffled. I don't know if it's where you are or the type of microphone, but whatever information you're putting out, we want to make sure that the listeners are able to hear it very clearly. We can hear you now. We can hear you, yes.
I know to produce one from my album, we have produced a 1 year again. The one that hit the Billboard, the one that took for and everything. So we try back to the state producer. So we have the 1 year again.
And earlier you mentioned court. Recently you came out victorious in an ongoing case against producer Flavor McGregor over copyright breaches. What do you think the significance of this victory means, especially as it relates to the message it sends to the entertainment industry? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Khago, one of the things that I wanted to find out from you in terms of the EP that you're putting out now, what is the response that you've been getting online? Is it released fully, or or you have a release date for it?
You know, so we don't have a release date for it. But I just a bag of song, I just have a little bit full this week, couple this week, and just put it up. But just like all my eyes and the phone, that we tell us like a creator fan base with the pictures overseas and the Carbonians and me just say, yo, me just do music for them.
Mm-hmm.
So them I wait for it and them a bother me why to just put it out because them for me Facebook because them are here every day. And I think that's effective. But like show me there now, I may have proper engineer to make sure that they find tune.
You get the right sound, yes.
Yes, because the sound overseas and the sound out there different. You know, like they have the 6-7 years now. They have the like them know 7 days so they can't put out Derby, Jonathan.
Right.
Like when they come here and they know Jamaica, they mix after right. Like when they foreign because they mix so much, they can't mix like
you know. One of the things I'm remembering, Khago, years ago, a gentleman named Khago, but he used to name Chicago. If you remember him. Ever. You remember that? Ride one scooter. You remember the little scooter? Sometimes I wonder if the scooter got brought down with you, No, I take taxi come here for true. Yes, that's true. And I mean,
they just gonna leave some printer and posters in their area.
Yes.
One night we run a belt line there and
yes.
That time in a lift now, and we catch our youth place and move around a belt line. Our next youth a catch with this game, so you have 2 catcher. I think one like one room.
Yeah.
In the coach, I think man bridges, in closer bridges because they just move because I mean and head and tail them at free fan in the coach. But we don't know the other bridges in the coach, but you will come and I'm going to sleep beside the bridge.
Exactly. Right.
So I mean get the coach as the guest catcher, you know.
But when you
Khago,
when you're
one
forward
second,
here,
Bones.
when you're forward here in Khago, nobody would have known that is what you were going through in terms of just to get your music out there.
Yeah, but listen, it's sort of like
the
night when you play the song the night, and you go wake me up, and touch me and your song the part I reckon.
Yeah.
They know say the other catcher you like the one who the house. I said, they know say you kind of sound like Bob Marley, but you have more lyrics. Lyrics means that you're better than Bob Marley. Lyrics mean up a bag of people in your side.
Yes.
I know the other catcher man, if I get the jump man jump out and get wicked one fight it out. Me come out of the house for me after me no use for them type of violence. And it was a downhill me a go down. The first night of them for me, I know say in them 12 shape at the boat, you have to see one bright light and rev down the hill. The boy try run in car after me to kill me first night of them for real.
Wow.
So Lily Moss in charge me for murder.
Now, Khago, you have always been candid about your story, your journey, and your struggles. You were in the States for a bit, and now you said that you're back in Jamaica with your family, and you seem very comfortable and relaxed. Looking at where you're coming from, what you have achieved, and where you are now, what sort of feeling does that give you?
we can go America and become a citizen of the United States and come back to Jamaica again.
Yes.
And we start do back music again. And without a doubt, nobody can tell me that Jamaican people don't love me. Then once they love me and people paint it a certain type of way and them are still to the true self now, them are going to love me back again. Mr. Francis. Bless you, man. So you just have to just look up for your past and also your past. So just
you know, Khago, it's good to hear that things you're here back in. Are you in Jamaica permanently now, or you're moving back and forth to the United States?
You know, right with this, man. When you suffer now,
yeah.
When you suffer now, God put you through the ringer. And me not in Jamaica to say you be there Jamaica, or me not be America to say be America. You see, one time in Africa,
yeah.
Because we just struggle out the right way. We can't put this thing, you know, put shit down to so me not really say.
You're not limit yourself to nowhere. You're all over.
No, me stop limit myself because me used to limit myself. I want to limit myself to come and need too much scrutiny and too much pressure where you add up for yourself. Just like what we tell yourself, I am not thinking about the future. My future is now.
Khago, I hear you speak so highly of your wife. You have mentioned her several times already since the interview started, your wife Francine. How has she influenced your life and even you becoming a better man?
Oh God, like, you know, all of my life I grew up, I was never married.
Yeah.
I gotta say that I would do it so I know what I think to do. Yeah, but you one proper stress I was coming in your life, and me have one woman put down all the things I got a road that day. So if no me my wife God never said this really come at that part to that time. So still this brand. My own people there. Maybe me that put road over a long time I so if I'm not telling a lie, brother. Then crucify me wicked, brother. And I'm telling no lie. Then crucify me wicked because of the woman kid. But God bless me with really good truth. So like my wife in the world, you know, brother. You know, I tell her man. God.
Well, a lot of times we're blessed.
Because I have to tell you what I said. And my wife is my own friend.
Right. Well, we give thanks, and of course, especially if she has made such a integral role in your life and making you who you are today. In terms of Khago, we want to find out, I mean, if you're not living under a rock somewhere, how can people get to Khago on social media? Your social media is popular, but some people just get on social media now, especially with COVID. How can they get to you?
Social media just Khago _Sky. Like, my popular social media on me also have to end up to delete it because I just see a producer boy which was maybe keep him access to it and everything get up in delete for 200 gigabytes. So me just say, yo, you know, me not gonna make this mad, me just delete the whole social media. So now that I set up a new one.
Tell us a new one.
And Khago _Sky.
All right.
You know, Khago, like sometimes on our journey, we would go through a lot of things, and part of the healing process is to forgive in a bid to say, you know, free yourself and move on to the next chapter with the wrongs that persons have done to you and situations that you have gone through. Where you are now, would you say that you have forgiven individuals along the way, or these are still things that hurt you to this very day and cut you to your core, or you have let go?
I must say again, everything takes time. Greatness takes time, and forgiveness is something that takes time to do. People are too still, they are the worst thing ever. Alright, now we're not telling Kishima, but when you look on them, the sorry for them because like, they fight me so much. I don't think I fight me so much. They hurt me so much. Which was when we see them now and drive past the street. some of them are older than them and they look with the pressure and stuff like that. I'm more happy more than them because it's always about a sad day. But I'm not sad because I don't know when it's just like if you love, you have to just keep your love inside of it because every time you see your love, then turn it against yourself. Like sometimes down here at school, the full of job, you just choose who to smile for you. That's that. So, yeah, I'm a fan of them after. Because you can't walk close after you believe in God and swear God that it's one. Like, let me tell you the truth. Like, last year, at 8 years, we didn't make money out of music. 8 years, nobody knows.
Wow.
Nobody knows. Saying, last year, in the month of 40, God made me make the most money in the whole entire music career. So, a man wants everything, say, you're not supposed to forgive all of these people and feed them with a lot. And the most money we make last year is time to come in a court. And you know, me say, I think 1 month after.
Couple months.
10 years, just 1 month, God has blessed me so much. So, they deserve to forgive them.
And I tell you this also, Khago. Life in itself is extremely short. You can decide to live in hate and anger and bitterness, or you can live for right now, meaning you're okay, you don't really have an issue with a lot of people if you don't have to, and you move on and you live your life and progress forward. You have a beautiful wife who is supporting you and so many other things. So I always believe, move on, move quickly, no time to sit down and fester and all of these things. And you just said it, you forgive. You move on.
Tell us about your new song, Rise Again.
So appropriate, Rise Again, yes.
Well, Rise Again is a song for, you know, sing people's song goals. But when the youth is part of produce, so you know, say, I don't bad, but trust me, the youth that sang there. I don't think I'm away from and it's just this time. You just have to speak it. Because it's about my life, it's about your life, it's about your life. You understand? So all of what you go through, like you buy the Bentley and all this type of things, and you never have the trophy and all this type of things that people like. People enjoy themselves to see you sound. You understand?
Yeah.
But they're not happy when they see you're right.
I'm glad you gave us the broke down the mechanics of the song, but what we would love for you to do now, Khago, introduce that song. We'll play it here. You introduce it and give the people in Jamaica and the world a taste of the song. So go through.
He was, you know, a Khago is Sky God, and I check we are just after the thing, and as you said, one more time, and as you said, we have to learn to forgive, but you know, we can't forget. I mean, I live at the wife. How can you forgive us if you can't forget? You understand? But I live in the past and just understand. Okay, I'm forgive them and say, and I do it about it. So, world, listen to that song, and we have to start to forgive. And no matter what you have go through, if you don't go rock pattern, you can't make rock a music. And remember when I said, if you cannot handle this amount of stress, you cannot handle the amount of blessing that God has.
Shellings.
Shut up! Yeah. Yeah, my daddy. Ain't moving. Stop worrying you, I'm trying to love out. Stop worrying you, girl. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. I'm still waiting for you, yeah. I've been waiting for you. Your skin tight like a glue. Yeah. I've been waiting for strong piece of plank for me got the fire. Now your birthday suit and my favorite attire. Now we are not the beer as a deer. Come link me. So turn it around, make me slap it, and then me massage your body and grab it. I don't wanna run, waiting for you. You got me waiting, baby. I've been waiting
Rise Again.
That one is waiting for you. And I like that one too, you know, Khago. I mean, you know, if it bad, you know, bad. We see a party on Zoom there, you know, youth. I tell you. But before you go any further, Khago, we got to read this one more time. And of course, this is an important network advisory from Digicel. Digicel is aware that some mobile customers in sections of Manchester, St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, and Hanover are unable to make calls or use data services. Digicel apologizes for the inconvenience and assures affected customers that their engineers are working to restore services within the shortest possible time. That was an important network update from Digicel. But we know some man will work because we got Khago on the line. Not true? I tell you. Nobody else done on network. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Well, let me tell you, the Rise Again
up
tune.
And running.
Up and running, brother. Rise Again tune, bad. Mother Road. Yeah, I tell you. Who's the producer on Rise Again? Big tune. Khago, I tell you something.
Now that you're fresh in Jamaica producing music, Khago, who are some of the producers that you intend to work with, or are you just going with new producers?
And you see the potential. Khago, one of the things, we're very happy that you made time to talk to us tonight. We want to say thanks to you for joining us. Anybody you want to make mention of before you go? Yeah. All right. Khago, respect.
All right, Khago. All the best.
And honor. Respect. Yes, sir? Jetta. Blessed. All right. And of course, we got more coming up. We got the IRFM Dancehall chart. And that's coming up right about now with DJ Brian and Courtney Mack with the IRFM Dancehall chart recap.
This is the Guinness Dancehall Top 10 Countdown.
I wonder is who really run dancehall. Who really have the number one song?
All the youths them want to know.
Who run dancehall?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah!
So coming in at number 10 for this week, 10 Tick, Roll Deep.
Number 9 was Sean Paul, Massacre, Skillibeng, Everest.
Number 8 was Moonwalk, Vibes Cartel and Squash.
Number 7 was Rygin King, Dancehall, Baddest Thing.
Number 6 was Basic, Da Vinci.
Number 5 was Mavado, Not Perfect.
Number 4 was Public Enemy Number 1, Intense and Governor.
Number 3 was Coyote, When Me Nice So Me Go On.
Number 2 was Humans by Nation Boss. Wonder if them ready for the number 1 song for this week.
Bush.
The number 1 song for this week on the IRFM Dancehall Top 10 Countdown. For another week, it's Yaksta.
Push.
Ambition.
Number
1.
Yeah.
2-2. Give me 90. Bush loader. Ready, Marlon? Yeah. Excuse me, no pagans. Now seek validation. Toast and admiration. From you now, your patrons. Posting about name brands. We cost over 8 grand. When me searching up the same one, with the cost of a straight pants. Why own a Ferrari with nowhere to park it, boy? Why shop a Louis V when there is a target? Now me hype on my face it. True minds me a save it. Them go fend if it trendy. Bank account can't empty. Broke acres over markets. Link me wife when me want. Cause when side girl breed up, child support that lead to farming over flossing, investment over profit. Inheritance for me Caesar. Me alright, baby.
Big song, a big song. The Guinness Top 10 charts is where it happens. Only big songs make this chart.
Dancehall can't stand. Dancehall, I mean everything.
Yeah, thank you very much,
All
DJ
right.
Brian and Courtney Mack with the IRFM Dancehall chart recap.
Do you think we have time to squeeze one call, Bones?
I looking at my producer here. She telling me no, but I don't know.
Look,
What you think?
4
girl?
minutes is a lot of time in radio time. So,
My girl said
numbers
no.
to call?
You want to
974-5051
974-5043
or 974-5079.
79. And of course, 618-0352. Those are the numbers to call us right now. We'll take a call just before we close.
One quick call.
I
I
don't
think we
think-
have just enough time for one.
All right, so call us. Tell us what's going on with you. Tell us how you're managing with the COVID. Tell us how you're It's another weekend of lockdowns coming up. I think this is the final week, I hope, I hear. So, Buzz to caller.
Call you live.
Welcome. Blaze it. Welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome to you. What's your name? Where you calling from?
DJ Pound Money, calling from Sturton Money.
How are you, sir? What's your name, sir?
I'm very fine, man.
Yeah, man. How you doing? You know how it is, man. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm the new artist on the block, man.
New artist on the block. How are you
DJ
managing?
Pound Money.
How you managing with the COVID? And what's been going on? Where you at?
Well, I'm fine. I'm in Moco in Clarendon.
Moko,
Yeah.
Clarendon. Big up our friends in Clarendon.
It's school up here, man, you know.
Yeah, man. I understand.
Well, I'm just kicking up a storm. You maybe hear about me time to come. DJ Pound Money. You can check me out on YouTube.
All right, man. You got a free
Yeah,
plug,
I have a new
brother.
song.
All right. Big up yourself.
Man, get a free
And
plug.
continue to keep
4
safe.
days, 4 days with my first new video. I have 281 views. I feel so good. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Good. Congratulations
man.
on that.
I'm your good listener, man.
All right. And we're glad
All
that
right. Thank you for calling. Big up yourself and all the best.
Big up yourself. You hear me,
Big
boss?
up yourself, my friend. Big up yourself. And big up the Walla Bucko, Sturton, Clarendon, Jamaica.
Enough love,
Pound
yeah?
to it's pound to the money.
All right,
DJ
son.
Pound Money.
Do good, son. Blessings, blessings. All right. Now we're out of time. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to say a big thank you to everyone who made the EBUZZ possible. So a big thank you, of course, to Jazz Elise, Khago, and our music artist, David Carrol.
We want to say a very special thanks to our sponsors, Thomo Vibes Distributor, Trong Back Tonic Wine, strengthen your back for make the attack. We also want to say a very special thanks to Sandrika Masters, our producer, and of course,
Big up to Peter Broadbach, keeping social media connected.
and our technical operator, DJ Lollipop, Nicolas Francis, as we say in Vive le Français. Thank you very much, Senior. Thank you. All right, yes. We want to say very special thanks to everyone who made the EBUZZ possible. Join us next week for another exciting edition of the EBUZZ. I'm DJ Bones.
And I'm Kishima Francis. Muta Baruka is up next with The Cutting Edge.
Yes, Rasta.
Poo, 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 poo. Poo, 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 poo.